Hello everybody and welcome to this industrial design tutorial in which I'm going to show you how easy it is to design this 3D wiggle board in Shapr3D. In this exercise, I'm going to supply you a model. The download link is in the description of this video that includes the scan and all the sketches actually for this exercise. And then I run you through the whole process of how to use the sketches to create this design, which you see here. Okay, and with all that said, let's do it. Okay, here we are. Before we get started, let's turn off the sketches and take a look at the scan. As you can see, the left and the right edge are straight vertical. Also, all the corners looks like they're G1. And then the top and the bottom edge, they are slightly arced. That's important to understand. We now take a look from the side. We can see we have the handle surfaces, which are a little bit flat, and then it dips down. On the outside, this dip down is higher. In the center, this dip down is actually lower. We do a section cut, and there we can see how this bellies down, or a section cut from here. This looks like an arc, actually. Okay, perfect. Well, now here are the handles. We cut them through. So let's turn on the sketches and take a look at what we have here. So the left, center, and the right sketch. Okay, so let's select all those in a logical sequence and do a loft body. Now you can see that with this, I rebuilt kind of like everything that is on the top surface. How do we actually get now the material thickness? For that, we select all these surfaces we don't want to change besides the lower one. And then we go to shell and simply shell this to the opposite direction. Actually, I forgot the thickness. So how thick is this? Let's go to history. 1 inch. Yeah, looks like -1 inch. Okay, pretty good. Yeah. We do not have actually these top and bottom edges being tailored right now. So the scan here I turn off. I turn on the sketch. I select this lower sketch, drag this one up to extrude, and then say, make me an intersection. I'm going to do this. In this extrusion, I move in front of the shell. The shell, well, is bugging out. Okay, then let's actually remove that shell command, and we're going to do this shelling command one more time. -1. With this, as you can see, I have like really beautiful and perfect side edges. Cool. And in an even thickness. These edges now I can select. There we are. And then we're going to fillet them. So it looks like maybe 1.75 of an inch. We have this to be 1 inch of a material thickness. Then we can select 2 edges and then drag this one down. Let's say 0.5, no? Perfect. Because if it's 1 1 inch material thickness and we go 1/2 an inch for the fillet, it creates what's called like a half round. There we are. Perfect. So if we take a look from the side, this looks actually solid. If we take a look from the front, that looks also solid. The shape is slightly different because we did a loft. That's not really what I want. So let me take a look at this. There we can see, there's a difference. So what's maybe a better way to do this? Okay, so this was initially a good idea, but it turned out not to be that good. So let's delete all these steps. Let me show you now a different method. So this center surface, we extrude a little bit. This is now going to be our target surface. I just need to turn off all the sketches I don't need. Let's see. Zup, 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 zup. Yeah, no, there, perfect. So sketch 3 to there, so the surface of the body, there I do a loft. Okay, this is a straight connection. That's terrible. And I think this was the second click. Let's do a tangent. There we are. Look at this. We now go to the scan and turn on section view, and then maybe we play with this value a little bit. You can see how we can actually adjust this more. Yeah, this actually looks much better. Beautiful. Cool. So this was a helper. We can delete it. This body is half of the design. We're going to make a mirrored copy. Then let's select both and do a union. There we are. And pretty much the same process like before. Now let me turn on all these sketches again. So this one, whoop, we push through as an intersection body. And then we select all these surfaces and do a shell -1. Long, very good. And we can also select these edges. And I think, was it 1.5? I'm not sure. We can figure that out later. Go to top view, turn on the scan folder. And, oh, yeah, it was a tick too small. Maybe 2 inches. Yeah, there, 2 inches. That's a good fit. Perfect. Cool. Okay. So now if we go to a side view, so left, and go to section cut and compare. Yeah, and this is actually much closer. Cool. Very good. Just to show you kind of like now the difference between lofting between 3 profiles and lofting between 2 profiles, while actually 1 profile is a surface we blend into. And then we can select again our edges here, 0.5, and nicely round it. Sweet. There we are. Cool. Okay. You see, this is actually not really complicated. Sometimes you just need to play around a little bit. And also for myself, very often I have an idea how something works out, but then I still, after 12 years of teaching, another plus 10 years of working, 20 years of doing this stuff, I still experiment. Every model is different. That's a fact. And that's also why you want to be able to explore ideas quickly to figure out a good strategy, and then you do the final design in a more refined way. Talking about the more refined way, let's turn on all these sketches we have. I do have here these 2 openings. No? So with this, I'm going to show you how we're going to build very easily actually the cuts. I just made the sketches on the ground just to show you how easy it is now to style this. So these objects, as you can see, I moved up and now I'm rotating them, and I try to make this body look perpendicular to that surface. Maybe 12 degrees. Okay. And then this one here too. This has to go down a little bit more. Yeah, that looks actually pretty good. Beautiful. Let's hide all the sketches. Then I will select these edges I have here. And then I can fillet them. So 1 second, I need to actually figure out, right click, insert breakpoint. What's this length? 0.7. So 0.7, that is the dimension. That's 3.5. That I should be able to do with my head. There, very good. Okay, so these two objects, I simply mirror over to the other side, and then I select this whole body, and I select these other bodies and do a subtract. Sure, there we are. Well, looks pretty good. I can select these edges and then start rounding everything. I would like to have a tiny bit of a gap there, so 0.25 of an inch. On top, that looks pretty good. I slightly forgot to do the bottom part, not a big issue. Go to edit the feature, and then we add the missing edges. And there we are. How does this look? Yeah, pretty good. So there we can see here now, this is a little bit tighter. This is a little bit wider. So the rotation was not perfect. I need to figure out where is which one. So that's the one. I can move this a little bit further away. You see how I'm actually changing the distance, and then this. So minus -2 maybe. I don't know. Who knows? So what's the distance here? 1.25 to so that means I can still change this rotation maybe by another -2. 1.3. 2.3. Okay. So let's go to actually a side view, section view, and then maybe this is easier actually to do it that way. And then here I try to see, yeah, okay, there. This actually looks a little bit better here and there. 1.119, 2. Oh, that was actually pretty close, no? So because it's a curved surface, no? My idea was to have these edges to be equal. Here we have a nice perpendicular cut. Here the cut is not perpendicular to the surface. It's a design decision. Okay, cool. Look at this, no? Actually, that was pretty easy. And then we can even play with this more and move these even around. So this opening I move to somewhere else. No, so by clicking on this feature, I'm moving the body, which you don't see anymore, but it automatically generates that cut. Cool. Okay. So how do we do actually the cuts for the sockets? That looks kind of scary and complicated, but is actually pretty easy. So let me hide all the sketches we don't need. And you see here, I created one sketch and that actually does simply have an arc. Now you see that. And this arc, when I go into editing the sketch, this arc has a center point right there. Here, this arc has a center point there. So these 2 points are going to be very important. And here I have a sketch that creates the hole and a sketch that creates the socket, that suction cup. Because I'm going to, for example, select yeah, I can select the whole thing. along this and do a revolve. This body I'm going to hide, and then I select the suction cup and do a revolve. There we are. So these two bodies now, I want to duplicate and rotate along this center point when we go this way, or this center point when we go this way. Plus, because this is essentially, well, we can do these two we mirror over, then we can do these three, and then we mirror this over, and then these four we mirror over to there. So we don't even have to do all at the same time. Okay, with all that said, let me show you how this works. So we're going now the left and right rotation. So copy. This one now goes to this center point up there. Very good. And now I make a copy. So that's 10, 15, let's say 12. Okay. And then another 25. Perfect. Cool. So these two actually are already done. If we take a look from the bottom, you notice that these are all on a line actually. So that means I can select my initial opening and suction cup. This time now we have to use this other rotation center. I go to the site. Now I make a copy, bring this over. This looks like 16, maybe. No, it is actually 15. So you copy to there. Yep, 15. Perfect. So there we have one now. And now we actually need to switch the direction. And I go back to there. You see that? And then I bring this over, let's say 23. I can click on this one and add actually -1 to it. Okay, good. So I fine-tuned it. So this will be mirrored over to there. Sweet. And now we can go to our last step there. From there, we rotate it to oh, that's 35, that's 30, so maybe 32. Very good. And now then again, this one goes to there. And then, so that's 15, 10, 12. Nope. Was 13, so -1 more. Whoa. Sometimes it's actually easier if you then click on this previous command and then we just there add an additional degree or something. Cool. Okay. So let's turn this off, and there we see what we have. So all these we select, go mirror, go to this direction. Then we go to top view, and then we select all those, go to mirror and this direction. There we are. Then we can say U and subtract. This one, 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 and this one. Thank you. There we are. Oh, I forgot one. Let's go to edit, There. I just click on the edge. Wait, why is actually this piece missing? Undo one more time. So this one, subtract you and you and you, you and you, 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 and you. There, yeah, this is better. Let's isolate this one, and then we can say bonk, bonk, bonk. We are going to just quickly fillet these edges. Now in the scan, you can see that actually these holes are really punched through. In this exercise, we're just going to simplify this a little bit. There, let's say, yeah, 0.25 or something. That's good. And there's the suction cup. Now the suction cups there, I would like this piece actually to be filleted. So let's go to here. Very good. This one I hide, and then at this position I'm going to now actually add this tiny fillet and then remove the breakpoint, and you see now all the other objects have that fillet added to it. And there we are. Now we can go ahead. This should be a rough material. It can't be slippery because otherwise your kit is actually going to fall. Good luck with the lawsuit. We can make this a nice green material. There we are. And then this is actually for the suction cups. We can go to plastic, select maybe the silicone. Okay, and make this nice and blue. Go to environment. Oh, there we are. Very good. And for a nicer presentation, let's go back to modeling. And now we can select everything. Go copy, rip, rotate this, turn copy off, go to this. Now we can rotate it this way. For example, can we put those together? So that's it. Yeah, see now they're intersecting, so that doesn't really work out. Well, maybe we just do it then this way. And bring this close together. So we see the top and the bottom. Visualization, there we are. Go to environment and maybe this color here. Let's change this to something fun. There we are. You see? A very organic model, but once you understand how to sculpt this, it is actually pretty easy to do. And with that, we are done.